Hello everybody, this is Matador again from freetradingvideos.com. It's 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 7th of April, and we're looking at the S&P 500. Really nice series of higher swing lows. One notable higher swing high, except if you look at this upper shadow, it's actually turned into a lower swing high as we traded into the 119 mark here right at the open. This resolved to the downside now. And typically at this level where people start getting hurt, you can really find some great levels of resistance, and not at all atypical for price action out of this. So when I'm ripping this apart, that's what I look for. Big bars like this are a gift, because like, oh, I know exactly where resistance is going to be when it comes back up, or I have a better idea how I'm going to trade long into that. And when that corroborates nicely with price action, it makes it a little bit easier to know how and when to go long. But that's a great 100% retracement of this sell-off as well, and so we got a higher swing low out of it. Double top, triple top, this was looking like a nice ascending triangle, and it was trying to break past the 118.80 mark, but we didn't quite get it. So I'm going to be careful how I go long until it hits 118.80 and make sure the market internals are lined up. On the short side of things, if it cracks back through this 118.60 area, down through here, 118.62, then I'll be looking for a short trade to 118.50, really small time frame. But yet again, you can see nicely that on a higher time frame, that's also a touch of the declining 50 MA. So that makes a lot of sense to me. If you remove the pre and post market data, which we'll do now, that also is perfect. Nice sell-off, good break of the 50 MA, comes all the way back down to previous support at the swing low. All of it makes perfect sense when we're looking at the technicals. So I like it when a day shapes up like this. Right now, if we look at the retracement from the high to the low, almost a perfect 50% retrace of that move. So again, it's about a 50-50 chance of making a higher swing low, working our way out of it, or making a lower swing high after a further sell-off. So good stuff. I always want to dump that in your lap, have you take ownership of what this looks like on a finer tuned basis. It's beautiful trading work. On an even higher time frame, though, this is nothing more than a continuation of a consolidation. So say that 10 times fast. But really nice resistance at 119, good support at 118, nice 1-point trading range on the SPY. Just tasty. And we already know what's above us on a higher time frame than that, the weekly. So good stuff, everybody. Let's take a look at the market internals, the VIX notably. This guy had gapped up, filled the gap perfectly, and we've been making lower highs equal lows almost the entire day here. So I need to see this break down below at least the 1626 mark for me, to my eye, to go long. The trend, however, has been rising all day long, and that does not support the bullish side of things, even though we're right around the 0.8 neutral range. When you see this, and it's definitely not the most bullish scenario. Trend Q, a little bit better, but almost overbought in some ways. Lower highs, higher lows, pinching down into a symmetrical triangle, and we'll have to see how this resolves. But when you're at such an overbought level, sometimes it resolves to the downside, while this guy travels higher. So when the trend Q rises, starts confirming the trend itself, and the markets are looking weak at that point, I'm going to be additionally careful how I go along, of course. So it makes a lot of sense. Good stuff, everybody. Look forward to D7's video at the close, and it is awesome working with everybody.